Doug, and I've got some information right here on my computer for you parents that I want to pass on to you. Today, the question is, can excessive video game playing or television viewing actually cause attention problems in our children? And yes, it's just like you thought. The more your child or teen sits around playing video games or watching TV, the more likely they are to have learning problems or attention problems. Now, we've talked about this before, and not much has changed except that now the research is really starting to come in to validate what parents have known for years now. There's a new study out of Iowa State University. It's published in Psychophysiology that reports that young adults, now they studied young men from the ages of 18 to 30, and they played about 40 hours a week of video games. Well, they had more difficulty maintaining focused attention in the classroom or at work environments or similar settings, and that certain brainwave patterns associated with attention were diminished in the video playing group over the control group. So as parents, we've got to understand that video games may actually be addictive to our kids. In fact, others have reported up to 30% of all males who play video games regularly may be physiologically addicted to game playing. And the more violent the game is, the more potentially addictive that it is. So parents, please understand, your kids are growing up in a culture it's far different from the culture we grew up in. Our children don't know about Kennedy or Johnson, Nixon, Vietnam, Kent State, Jimmy Carter, or Ronald Reagan. Our children have far more media and entertainment choices than we ever dreamed of growing up. And they probably don't yet know that they can actually live without cell phones or iPods, video games or Netflix, cable TV, or the internet, because they've never really known a world without those things. Children and teens live their lives saturated with entertainment media. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation's most recent study of children ages 8 to 18, young people spend an average of 6.5 hours a day with entertainment media. That works out to 44 hours a week. Since young people often multitask with the media, they're actually exposed to about 8.5 hours of entertainment media every day. That's about 60 hours a week. TV, videos, and music are the dominant entertainment media. They average about 4 hours every single day. Plus, the internet, over an hour a day, and playing video games, another hour a day. By comparison, reading books, less than 45 minutes a day. Or doing chores, well, you know that's less than half an hour a day. Doing homework, about 45 minutes a day. So it can't compare with that 6 hours a day of entertainment media. Now, parents, we're the ones who have created this entertainment mecca for our kids. This is how they're growing up. Our homes average 3.5 television sets with CD players, 3.5 radios, 4 DVD players, 2 video game consoles, and 1.5 computers. In fact, 1 out of 4 children are growing up in homes with 5 or more television sets. A recent study published in the Archives of Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine by Columbia's University College of Physicians and Surgeons and the New York State Psychiatric Institute, how about that, show that teenagers who spend a lot of time watching TV were more likely to have attention and learning problems that, quote, persist and interfere with their long-term educational achievement. The researchers advise parents to limit the amount of time they let their children watch TV or other kind of entertainment media like TV viewing, for instance video game playing, to less than 2 hours a day, adding they should only watch quality programming. The researchers found that watching TV for 3 or more hours a day at the age of 14 often resulted in attention problems, failure to complete homework, boredom at school, failure to complete high school, poor grades, negative attitudes about school, overall academic failure in high school, and failure to go on to college. Parents, it's time that we come to understand that TV and video games are not our friends. They're not our children's friends. We were not created to spend 40 hours a week sitting in our rooms, sitting on sofas, playing video games or watching TV. We were made to go outside and play, to work, to learn, to interact with others, to serve others, to make conversation, to strengthen families, to think about the big questions in life, and to worship. It's time for us to reevaluate how we allow our children to live their lives. maybe it's time for us to reevaluate how we live our own lives. But please, don't let those that you love waste their lives into some virtual